So you're interviewing me, Postal Dude, and you are part of the Discord server, and I wanted to take some time to chat with you. You're always like really involved in the community, so I wanted to
Yeah,
do this chat with you. And so let's start.
yeah. So, yeah, your childhood.
My
Your,
child
your, your,
my
yeah.
childhood, I grew up in California. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then I moved to California when I was young. My parents did. I came along for the ride because I was just a small kid. And so my childhood was like every other kid. I played sports, went to school. I started playing in the band. I was playing trombone, and then I played trumpet, and that got me into music. And I just did everything like what any other kid does. I did fishing, I did sports, I did music, and then I did a lot of sports. And then I got into music as like something I wanted to pursue, like around age 19, 18, maybe even younger than that. So I started a band and I looked for other people. I just found people on the internet. I found people on the internet in chat rooms. The chat was called MIRC, and I found someone that was going to be eventually would be the guitarist for Drist, the original.
Yeah.
And so we started a band when I was, probably around 18.
So, um, um, like when you started dress, the uh, yeah, like your dress TV, right? You made a TV thing on YT, YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That was so I think that channel was made by our streaming, the people that host our host our digital downloads, our digital distribution company. Actually, I don't know who runs just.tv, but I know it's kind of odd. I don't know who does it, but
Oh, and I want to ask you something.
yeah.
Do you know that like in the EP photo, you're like you have a lot of yeah, you like stuff, but like in the videos and like in 2007, you look like more skinny. What happened there?
2007.
Yeah.
I don't know. My weight just fluctuates. Sometimes like I will go through phases where I'll want to cut weight, and then sometimes I'll go through phases where I get a little bit fatter. I mean that's pretty common with most people. People gain and lose weight because what happens to me is like what I'll do is I'll gain weight and then I'm like, okay, I'm tired of not fitting in the clothes, and then I'm like, all right, it's time to lose weight, and so I'll go through a phase where I'm skinnier. So and I still do that right now.
Oh, and like I was watching dressed videos. I mean, like the songs on YouTube, and like I found the original guitarist. YouTube. What was his name? Something with B. I
Oh, his
don't
name is
remember.
Brian.
Yeah, yeah. And like he kept on the channels. He said like that when Dress started in 1997, you were compared with a lot of bands. So like um, each album had like a 2 year gap, right? Except Science of Music Use, which is like 3 years apart since it started 2007, something like that,
That
or
sounds about right.
2009.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So like, what happened between the Better Halo and the EP that the first that Brian left the band, then Marcus joined and Marcus left again. Why did they leave or they didn't tell you?
Oh well, um, after Bitter Halo, Brian decided to leave the band, and then we obviously needed a new guitar player, and so we found Marcus. And then we did the EP, then we did Orchids and Ammunition, And then we really tried to really try to get signed. We tried to put on a tour. We just tried to do everything we could to be a successful band. Didn't quite work out. I mean, it's not uncommon for bands to just not work out. And then personally, we just decided to disband finally. We tried to pick it up again after Marcus. We tried to pick it up again with the originals, and then it just didn't quite work out. You know, I think it was a combination of where we all were in our lives, and I was living in Los Angeles, and they're in the Bay Area, which is about 400 miles away. The San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember.
So it's like it just wasn't going to work out. So we decided to disband, and we didn't really try to pick that up again. It's best. We just like, I just figured it's best to leave in the past. Also, I think that Driss went through so many personnel changes that we sort of lost our focus and lost our way, because, you know, some people's version, their favorite version of Driss would be different members, you know, and different albums sounded different because of the different songwriting, which is primarily always usually started by the guitar player, whoever was the guitar player at the time.
So, after Dressed, you like immediately started with the State Line Empire, right?
Yeah, we immediately started State Line Empire from with Aaron and Dave at the time. That was the bass player and guitarist, and then we did that. And we had some fun. We played shows. We were also trying to be successful. That too didn't work out. But we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of cool shows. We had a lot of great times. Like we had some really good times. So I don't regret the time spent doing that either. It was like a really different direction musically. It was like a lot more old style than Drist, but like older style, like more of like what people would consider like dad rock or something a little bit more formulaic. And we were fine with that.
Yeah. So, like 11 years was like the what happened to the Les Paul you had, the mod, the custom one? Why didn't you upload the fourth part of the guitar?
The Les Paul? You mean the video where we put a flame to it?
Yeah. Why didn't you upload the fourth part?
Oh man, I think we were like, I think people were getting really upset.
Yeah. The comments were getting upset. Yeah.
Well, because it's kind of like it's messed up. Like that's a really nice guitar, and like we were like taking a torch to it, and people were not appreciating it. They're like, "Well, I can't even afford a guitar like that." So this is kind of a messed up thing. I don't know. I don't even think we recorded the fourth part. I think the fourth part. I think the final part was it. I mean, we just left it like that. It's Aaron's guitar. I think he still's got that guitar. He loves it. It still looks the exact same way.
So you didn't paint the serial killers, the movie killers on it?
No, I don't think he did. But the thing is, he's got other guitars where he does have like different art. Maybe I'll get him for an interview so you can talk to him about his guitar art, because he's the one that does all that. I don't do that. I was just there to like film it. I personally thought it was like, when I was doing that, I thought, oh man, what a waste, because he's going to be like putting a torch to like super nice guitar. But
Yeah.
I think that just made him want to do it even more. Everyone telling him not to do it.
So your last video on YouTube before the Metal Gear Rising thing was the Waimanalo, right?
Yeah, that's well. Yeah, I was just like, I don't even know why I posted that. I was just like, because at the time, I don't know, I didn't really take YouTube seriously. I was just like, oh, I'll just throw it up there. Waimanalo's always been like a spot I really like. Spent there a lot of times with my childhood. You know, it's a great beach in Hawaii.
It seems like it.
I spent a lot of time there in my childhood. Every summer I'd go there. That would be like my favorite place to go.
Yeah. I think the State Line Empire is still a band, right? Just like with none of the original members.
Well,
Like
the drummer's still doing it. So the original drummer's still doing it, but the rest of the lineup is not original. But they took it into a completely different sort of musical direction. So I wish them the best. I hope they make something out of it.
So, when did you make the Van Crimson show theme? When did
Oh,
you make that?
I have a lot of Van Crimson songs. They're like I went through a real experimental phase, and I still do sometimes. And I wrote a lot of these different really wacky songs,
Yeah.
and I just came across it. I've always meaning to fix up those songs, but I just never got around to it. Right now, it's just like I'm like the worst, like trying to like be productive, just because my life is like very hectic right now. Like I got a lot to do, so.
So like the yeah, like the buying a fiber video. Did you actually smoke weed doing the songs or no? Or was it a joke?
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's one of the reason why I did all the Von Crimson stuff. Like, I haven't released any of the songs. That's the only one that I've shown. But yeah, I was really wasted during making that song.
Okay, so after your break, this is a question from Platinum Maniac. What did you do between 2016 and 2022, like before the resurgence of Metal Gear Rising, before it got popular again?
Oh, I was raising a family. Had 2000 between what dates?
Like 2016 and 2022, like before Metal Gear Rising and the Maxor video.
Yeah, I basically was raising a family. My oldest son is born in 2015, and then my youngest one's 2018, and that sort of took up a lot of my time. And I talk about this mythical album that I'm working on right now that I promise
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
get that I promise we're gonna get out. We have a lot of songs. We're just both my songwriting partner and I. He's got a lot on his plate right now, and he just had a tragic loss of the loss of his wife last year, and we are just sort of allowing him time to pick up the pieces and me, I'm just trying to. I think I have. I'm so backlogged. I don't even know what to work on right now. But I'm trying to get more content on the site right now. I'm going to post this interview on the YouTube
Yeah.
channel, and I'm trying to figure out ways I can put out more content. So when you approached me with some covers, I was like, hey, I think that's great. But what I'll do is maybe I'll join you in producing those, and we'll put them out on the channel.
Oh yeah, I should have probably asked this like before, but like another question from I have like a Google Doc right here on like my phone with the questions people ask put on there. So, so a question from Orion. I think you already posted that video, right? How was it to work with Jamie Christopherson and the others for the Metal Gear Rising songs?
I didn't really work too much with Jamie. My main communication with him was actually through email. He sent me the songs, I sent it back. Oh shit! Is that intentional?
What?
Oh, you just like triggered like a sound emoji.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, it's okay. It said what a little bullshit. I said I promise I'm telling the truth.
Oh wait, no, I don't even have the Discord, so I don't think that was me. I think that was your computer.
Oh, maybe it was me. Anyway, I didn't really work too much with Jamie. He sent me the demo of The Only Thing I Know for Reals and A Soul Can't Be Cut and one others. Actually, they sent me 3 tracks. And so I sent them the demos back through email, and they said, yeah, that'll work. And so I really only met him once during the final recording. I mean, I've met him after that, but at that point, we had one recording session, and that was it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, everyone was great and professional and very cordial and nice people. It was a very nerve-wracking session. I was very nervous.
Yeah. So you said like a friend of yours did the demo version, right? For like the Metal Gear, the only thing I know for real, and then
When I
he
got
helped you get the job, right?
well, he didn't directly help me, but he sang the demo.
Yeah.
And that's the demo which I said, okay, well, I'm not going to kind of follow this guy and see what he's doing and maybe do my own thing in a few parts.
Yeah. So I binged like your videos to get ready for the interview, like ask you things, and I remember you got angry because some people were getting wrong that whoever sang the original, the only thing I know for you.
Hmm?
Like, yeah,
Getting wait, what did I get angry over?
because people were getting wrong over the singer. You didn't know if it was you or another
Oh, I
guy.
wasn't angry
Yeah.
about that, but I just wanted to make sure because everyone really likes the original version too. So I wanted to make sure that Adam Ryan got his credit and it wasn't me. I want to make sure it's very clear because people really like that version. So whenever they ask, I make sure to point them towards Adam's way. He's got a band right now. He's a lot more productive than me. I think it's
So,
yeah.
okay. So, oh, wait, let me check the last thing. So, what's this next question? Oh yeah, I should. I think you already answered this, right? Like, this is a question from Retro. What originally led you to start making music, and what artists do you credit as the main source of inspiration joining bands, like Dressed and working on Metal Gear Rising? I think you already did like a top right on
I
that
did. I
video.
did. I did a song. I did a video discussing it. But what got me into like doing music? What got me into wanting to do music or really interested in doing music was a song from a band called a trumpet player called Maynard Ferguson, and he had a song called Conquistador. And if you listen to it, it sounds like porno music, but to me, it sounds epic. And so,
Yeah,
if you just
you
go
met him, right?
I've never met him. No,
Oh,
I just, my friend's dad put this record on and said, hey, this is a great song if you're thinking about playing trumpet. Because I was playing trumpet. And so I heard it and I was like, oh, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. And to this day, I still think it's one of the coolest songs ever. And it's right on YouTube. It's called Conquistador by Maynard Ferguson. But what made me want to do Drist and that kind of music was bands like Stone Temple Pilots, Alice in Chains, Tool, Undertow, basically, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam,
yeah.
those
Oh,
bands.
yes.
I was really
So
big
like,
into the grunge at the time, and that's what got me to do Drist. Basically, Alice in Chains. I don't think because every band has their sort of influences, but for me, my point of view, Brian was coming from his thing of thrash metal. He loved Megadeth. For me, I was approaching it as, and you'll probably understand why the vocals sound the way they do. It's like Maynard and Lane Staley
yeah.
were like my biggest influences at the time. And so obviously there's Alice in Chains here. You hear that, you hear like Tool influences, and that's exactly, if you hear that, that's exactly right.
So I remember on a stream you said that your parents were in like Ohio, but right now you said you were born in Pennsylvania, right? So like, what made you like move to California, Los Angeles?
I was just a little kid. I was a little baby at the time, so my parents just moved because I think I don't know why. I never asked them why we moved from Pennsylvania to California, but we just did.
No, okay.
I think it might have been.
So
I think it might have been a career. Maybe my dad got a career, and then they moved because of that. I'm pretty sure that's the
oh
reason
yeah.
he moved for work.
So yeah, like what made you join the Discord server when like Fox and John Darksell, I think, like hit you up on TikTok, right? What made you join the Discord?
What made me join is because there was like a lot of people that wanted to talk to me after the memes started blowing up.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand, like after Metal Gear came out, like in 2013, I didn't hear anything from anyone. I just thought, oh, it's a cool game. I like playing it. Like it was a cool gig. And it wasn't until like maybe 2 years ago that people were like, hey, now this thing is like really taken off. And so it kind of took me by surprise. So I was like, okay, well, if there's a lot of people want to do it, they said, well, they set up the Discord for me. I didn't even set it up. I had no idea how to set it up. So
Yeah,
they're like, hey, just jump on TikTok and Instagram and all this. And at the time, I wasn't even really using social because whatever. I was just didn't do it. So now I'm on everything.
yeah. I think the main reason, Metal Gear Rising was liked when it came out was because it was different, right?
Max, it was no, people always say it was Maxor's video that did it.
Yeah, yeah, no, but like when it came out, people didn't really like Metal Gear Rising because it was like a hack and the slash, and it was not like a stealth game
Well,
like
they don't.
Metal Gear Solid.
I mean, yeah, they didn't consider it a Metal Gear. They considered it just some sort of thing with the Metal Gear name slapped on it.
Yeah, like Bayonetta, because if you check it out, like the same studio, Platinum Studio, I mean Platinum Games made Bayonetta too, so yeah, that's why the hex and the slash like Bayonetta, Metal Gear.
Yeah, I hope they do it again.
I don't think so. Yeah, the Raiden's voice actor said something on Twitter, right, about like it was something big. People started thinking it was like a Metal Gear Rising 2, but it was just like some art things, right, about Metal Gear Rising, some art things, if I remember.
I remember that happening. He's teasing everybody.
Yeah, but it was just some art things, sadly.
I would have thought that after the memes blew up, they would give it a second thought and go, "Hey, let's do this thing again."
I don't think they would. Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
wouldn't
all
think they would.
I know, like it's all speculation at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
But like I think they wouldn't have done it because like if the game would have taken like a year to make, maybe the memes would have died out. But the memes are like still maybe relevant sometime uh, still right now. So yeah.
well, I'm glad I actually started playing it and beat it. I beat it on Revengeance mode. One of the people in our Discord, Mauricio, he says I got lucky, but I still beat it. I still beat it.
It's still good. So oh yeah, you already no wait. I don't think you okay. So Cash Arthur Morgan asks again. I mean no ask. Yeah. How did you meet the server admins like Fox, John Darksell?
They just sort of showed up. We in the Discord, we started with one admin and then he decided to no longer be admin. So I found at that point we already had mods that were already stable and trustworthy. And so we just sort of built the mod team based on that. And then the main admin mod, he's the one that reached out to me after the original admin left. And he said, he really sort of helped me, make sure everything is set up right and everything. And so that's a long, complicated way of saying I don't really have no idea where these people came from.
Yeah. Oh, so how do you feel about like people still liking your old work, like Drist and yeah, your old bands
That's
from like
great.
way back?
That's great because the thing is, like when we are in Drist and when we were doing it, it was really tough. Like we would play a lot of shows to empty seats, and it's you do something for so long and you want people to appreciate it. And well, first and foremost, you want yourself to be appreciated. So we were doing music we liked, but it's it really helps when people like it. So now finally people really dig into it. Well, I can't say finally. I mean, if you look at Arterial Black, I mean, I think the current postings of that are millions of views. So I'm people appreciate it, but now they're just more vocal about it, and I like that. So that's cool. Makes me happy.
Yeah. So if I remember, I don't know. I just looked on Discogs on like your thing, right? You know what Discogs is, right?
No.
it's like a place where you can like see the discs of like the artists and things where they still sell them. I think that's where they sold the $300 orchids and ammunition.
I mean,
It was yeah.
I don't. I mean, I know I've seen that on eBay, and I don't think anyone. I don't think they sell a single one.
No.
There's no way that someone's gonna actually buy that. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, that's why I made mine. I burned mine.
Yeah,
So
don't. Who knows? Because of the people that are selling them for that much, they might just be making them themselves.
yeah. So I wanted to yeah. So like, is it true that you had like what the promotional discs, like yeah, with the beta songs like sterile and things, you know, like
Oh,
1997, I
that.
think.
Oh, you mean the screenshot of that thing, the promotional? Yeah. So when we were starting out, I would make all those. I would put them on my CD burn. So I'd go to Fry's Electronics and I would buy the labels and the thing, and we'd go really out of pocket for that just to burn CDs. And we'd burn these just one at a time. We didn't even have like dual disc burner. So we would be making these things, going to shows and passing them out, and like I would sell them on the internet. And so I would say there's probably maybe 50 to 100 of those bad boys floating around. Not many, because we didn't make many of those because there's just so much time to do. I mean, and you could only burn it like 4 times speed.
Wow.
So each disc took like, only like a quarter of the run play time. So it was like a long ass time to burn the disc.
Yeah. So like
I might have them, but the thing is, I would have one. I have one copy of Orchids and Ammunition. I have one copy. The one thing, like I told you before, is like I had about five
1,000
for about 5 years back. I had about the Bitter Halo, the original release with the black with the white stripe with carry on baggage on it. I had thousands of those in my garage. Couldn't move them. Couldn't move a single one. And I just chucked them all because no one cared about them. No one wanted them. So I guess I regret that because now I could probably sell them for like maybe $5, $10, maybe make some money on it. But
yeah.
But the thing is, no one wants. I mean, I think only you want. Only you want to. Yeah, there's somebody else. There's probably like 2 other people that wants. No one wants like the physical media like that.
Oh yeah, Mark Moon does. He's the other biggest fan of you, me and Mark Moon.
Well, I try to hang on to this as much as possible. I try to move them. CD Baby like ended our shop because they weren't moving them. They said, "Hey, we're just gonna throw these in the dustbin because, we're not selling these. What do you want us to do?" I said, "I'll just toss them."
So on the sorry.
Nah, I didn't have anything more to say.
Yeah. So on the album, there was like the place right for the dress.com, right? So did you actually do the thing where like if companies promoted you, you would like give them like discs or
I don't understand what that
or
question.
like if a company like promote, I just don't know how like promote it, I think. Oh no, like sponsored, yeah, sponsor, like dressed or something like that. They would get like free discs or something like that. I don't know, something that Mike Moon told me, but I don't know.
You mean back in the day, if a company sponsored us, would I provide them discs?
Yeah, like this.
No. No, I didn't do that. We were sponsored by companies and they would give us promotional items. We were sponsored by Budweiser once. But the thing was, like, it didn't really work out well because we mostly played all ages shows, and to display that would be a little bit awkward. And it was a cool partnership. They gave us some cash and they gave us some promotional material. Just that we weren't able to utilize it as much as possible. So The promotion ended, and we got free merch from skate like skate clothing wear companies and stuff like that. But no, we didn't provide any discs to anyone.
So I remember, so like the dress house, right, on Wish TV. There was like a dress house, right?
A Drist house?
Yeah, like where you all hanged out and stuff. Like I
Oh,
think that's what they called it. Yeah,
oh,
on Wish TV.
I don't know the video that you're referring to, but we
Like
did have a central location where we did practice once, and that we spent a lot of time, and I would consider the house that we would record in, and it was a place in Redwood City, and it was a huge place, had a lot of businesses, but we rehearsed there a lot, and spent we hung out there like all the time. So
yeah. Oh, and do you remember the music videos you did for? I think it was "Pollute the Sound" and another song. I don't know the name of the other song, but it was the song where you like hit the camera with the mic stand or something like that. You know? Do you still have the other music videos, or did you only do those two music videos?
there should be three music videos there should be three music videos on YouTube posted somewhere, but I don't have them. We did three music videos. We did one for a song called Normalcy. We did with Josh, and
Oh
then
yeah,
we
yeah,
then we did Circular and Carry On Baggage with Brian. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those ones, so those three should be somewhere on the
Yeah,
internet.
they're on the Just TV channel. Yeah, I totally got them wrong. I just thought pollute the sound because you were yeah those. So yeah, yeah, the place I was talking to you at was like the like 16 years ago. The first look at Drist's third album. Sorry, I can't say those words right now. So yeah, yeah, you called it the Drist house, I'm sure. So like, oh yeah, like why like the on the videos there was like a girl, right, that appeared on like all the three videos, I'm sure. Do you know who that was, or was she just like a random actor or something, actress, or was she like
She was only on those two videos, and she was just someone that was the person who directed it. The director suggested just we use her because she was available, and he liked the way she looked.
yeah, because like I think it was Normalcy where you guys like were like
We were in like a basement or something.
yeah, and there was like a guy standing there that wasn't even I don't get that music video. I still don't get
Bisexual.
it. So so like what was like the like why did you make the rest like you told me there was like messages in the songs you wanted to do that you couldn't say back then. So what were they about? What were the
Oh,
lyrics about and stuff?
so like the lyrics were like basically
Yeah.
me like. Oh man, I gotta. So the Discord people are using like emotes right now. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally, but
Yo, wait, let me check. Let me check right now. Where are they using emotes on the?
oh, I don't know. I just hear random. Anyway, like it's not. It's actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah,
Anyway, so yeah, like basically
yeah,
the just lyrics were just 20 something me just venting and like saying whatever was on my mind, but I was just doing it in a cryptic manner because I didn't really feel like airing out all my dirty laundry, all my things that I didn't want to just give out specifics, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it in some sort of cryptic way, to where it's like some sort of release for me. It didn't really, but like people can interpret it in different ways. So that's all I did, and it's like what any 20 something person would do. You have some people write in the journal or the diary and stuff like that, write bad poetry. I just wrote lyrics.
yeah. So I was looking at some like Dress songs, right? The lyrics and stuff, but I like saw Strip, right? That's one of my favorite tracks, but it says like it was written by someone else. I think it was like the Peche mode, something like that.
Yes. It's a
Yeah,
cover from Depeche Mode cover. Yeah.
yeah. So why did you decide to cover the song Strip for the nomination?
Marcus recommended it, and we listened to it, and we gave it a shot, and we thought it sounded cool. You know.
Yeah. So I remember one song. Yeah, Cataracts. That was written by the batterist, right? I don't remember the name.
Yeah. The day.
Yeah,
Yes, it was written by. Well, the music was written by the bassist. Yeah, Dave.
yeah. I think I. Mm, wait, what else? Song. So, uh, I think like, did you put the albums like worldwide or just in like the USA? Like,
The albums are
or just
worldwide because the thing is, when they were most like, yeah, they're always worldwide because it was a digital release.
no. So like, but like the albums were only in like USA, right? Not in like other countries.
Well, I mean, if someone ordered a physical copy, yeah, and they said, "Well, I'm from this different country," I would obviously charge them more for shipping. But yeah, I'd send it anywhere in the world that I could send it to.
Hmm.
And I was, mailing these things up myself, and going to the post office, doing it all myself.
Yeah. So like, I was wondering something like, um, you would never sell your CDs, right? The ones you have, like, because that's like, yeah, like,
No, I would never
oh,
sell them because they're the only ones I have. And
yeah,
and my wife also told me that she'd get very upset with me if I sold it.
yeah. So like,
I mean, I at least need one copy.
yeah, you do. So
I mean, so that's why I wouldn't sell them. And I don't think it's, yeah, I don't think it's in anyone's best interest to own a physical copy of them. But I know you disagree. So,
yeah. So like, I see something weird on your channel, right? That you only posted the gold marigold, right? The from the State Line Empire, right? To your channel. That's the only um State Line Empire song you uploaded to YouTube. The gold marigold. The was the last video before Why Manalo. Why did you decide to only upload that song?
I don't know. That wasn't for Stayline Empire. That was just a side project that the guitarist.
No.
So Aaron and Aaron is my current songwriting partner. He's the guitarist for Stayline Empire, and he's the guitarist I work with right now. We're always writing, right? We're always writing different stuff. So if what we find we were writing doesn't really fit for a certain project, or we want it for a different sort of thing, then that's what we do. I think the project at the time was called Marigold, and we had an idea to create a mute body of work based on a story that we had, and we just never could have. We never really got it off the ground because I think that we had problems with getting after the music was done and the story was written. Just trying to get someone that could animate it for us and do all that was just, I think, what was a little bit over our heads and all that. So we just sort of, it just never happened.
So like, did you ever watch Initial D as like when you were younger or like now? Because like you did a cover of Night of Fire. Yeah.
I've never even watched a single thing of Initial D. I don't even know what Initial D is. I just know that
So
someone. I just know that someone said reach out to Alex. I think his name's Alex Yarmek.
yeah, yeah.
He made a cool cover. I think he would be good to sing over this. So that was an interesting song. I liked it.
Yeah. So like basically the plot is like a guy like drives his dad's car to like deliver tofu or something, and then he gets like into street racing or something, and then he just like ends up racing stuff with drifting. So, oh yeah. So, like, what made you like do the background videos, like a fever dream, like the GMod videos in the background?
Oh,
Wait, let me check since
oh
we.
yeah, those ones I like doing those because I can make the videos by myself,
Yeah.
and it's not like I don't work. I don't like. It's not like I don't like working with people like how I work with Jamster on the they call it the Tyson TCU, the Tyson universe or whatever,
Yeah, DCU.
with the wheelchair Sam stuff. I like working with Jamster on that
Yeah.
and the other guys, but like the other guys are like Husky and Glow and some other guys, Little Man, but it's nice to be able to just jump on Gmod, download a bunch of next bots, and load up a goofy map, and I'll pick next bots that are so it's just like to me it's like funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man,
like,
speaking of, we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. How many more questions do we got? Because I have to actually
so,
we have to video the next installment, which is called Bread Son.
oh yeah. So I have like two questions or
Okay,
three. Yeah.
okay, let's go.
So Mark Moon, you probably know Mark Moon.
Yes,
He's the one that, yeah. So he asked, "Do you play any other instruments or do you just sing?"
I play trumpet. I can play enough guitars. Like for example, on all the my cover ones,
Yeah.
I play all the guitars on guitar and bass on those. So
Could you? Yeah. Sorry.
I play just enough to be able to write and do rhythms. I can't do any leads on guitars, but yeah. So
So, and do you know your vocal range and your voice type?
my voice type is baritone. Vocal range, it's not very good. It's a lot better than it was. I don't know the exact notes, but I can do 2 octaves comfortably because I
So,
do a lot of session work. So my range is like a little bit better, but it's not like great. But I don't really need it to be amazing because I'm not jumping more than I'm not jumping an octave or 2 octaves ever, hardly. So
so Dave Trap Courier asks, what are your thoughts on the fixed TF2 movement? I don't know if you've heard about it.
the what?
The fixed TF2 movement.
I don't have any thoughts because I don't know what that is.
No. It's like the users were trying to like fight against like on TF2. There was like a bot raid or something
You're
because
talking about Team Fortress 2?
yeah, Team Fortress 2.
And there was a bot raid? What?
Yeah, because like game's abandoned by Valve, so they don't like update it almost anymore. I think there's just like one worker working on TF2 right now. So yeah, like the people started hosting bots and ruining the game and hacking. So that was the whole TF2 movement. Like TF2 movement. So
Yeah, I don't have any input because I don't know anything about it.
yeah. So John Dark Souls asks, what was your favorite Dark Souls boss, weapon, and armor set?
My favorite armor set is Havel's set. My favorite weapon is the Black Knight Greatsword. And the favorite boss is going to be
And he said if you could please say every soul has its dark.
Every Soul Has Its Dark.
Okay.
Hold on. I didn't even get to finish. I didn't even get to finish saying what my
Oh,
favorite boss was.
I thought you were saying it because yeah, sorry.
That's hard. That's hard to say because I think that I want to say my favorite boss was the gargoyles because
Yeah.
I had the most fun with them because the game was still new at the time and I had a tiny bit of a grasp of what I was doing because when I first fought the first boss, I had no idea what I was doing, and so it was a little bit frustrating. But I say the gargoyles. Those felt the funnest. The least fun is the Capra Demon. Capra Demon, that room is a tiny room. The stupid 2 dogs. It's a bunch of bullcrap.
Yeah, I never saw that.
I
But
was
yeah,
gonna. I was so tempted to cheese them by throwing poop over the wall, but I was like, no, I gotta beat them the right way.
so what was I gonna? Yeah. So you plan on starting Elden Ring before the end of the year, right?
Well, if I'm gonna beat, I want to beat Dark Souls 2 and 3 before Elden Ring, so I might not get to Elden Ring for a while. And I'm trying to after Dark Souls 1, I'm gonna try to get back into like really focusing on doing music and stuff like that, and the videos and stuff like that. I've been really procrastinating, so I might not get to Elden Ring for a good long time.
Yeah. So I think this is gonna be the end of the interview. Thank you for being the first one on my interview thing. Oh,
Yeah,
and do you have anything, something to say to the Tyson Cord community right now?
yeah, like I really appreciate everyone here because always without like this community, you know, I always thought my career was like done. I thought I was like, okay, I had a good try at it. It didn't really work out, and so this sort of revitalized me and made me feel a little bit better about myself. So because because I tried really hard to make myself something, and while it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, this is pretty cool. So I really like it, and I like having everyone around, and I like the memes. I like when people do silly stuff with my photos. That's tasteful.
Oh yeah, with heavy.
That's tasteful, not gross. But yeah, I really like the community, and I hope everyone sticks around. And I know I'm not the most active, but I'm trying to be more active. That's why I might not get to Elden Ring for a while. So, but that means more content. And I keep promising that, but I swear it. Gonna do more. So I just got to get Dark Souls under my belt, and I'm gonna work on my album. I'm doing the Metal MGS Con. I think I might live stream from there a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it. That's my message to the Discord community. And speaking of that, I gotta go and start filming. I gotta jump at GMod. So
Yeah. Goodbye.
thank you so much for the interview, and I really appreciate your enthusiasm on the server. So always reach out, like I always say, or you feel free to reach out, man. And I'll send you this video.
Yeah. Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Goodbye.